Hi, welcome back to Girl Talk. We are at the Ultimate Veritas Spa Salon, having a lovely time sitting in some leopard print furniture and surrounded by fireplace and beautiful things. We're going to chat with those folks later. Looking forward to that. But first, I want to introduce you to, again, Miss Laura Gallagher. She is the president and creator and owner of The Creative Company. Thank you for being with us today, Laura.
You're welcome.
Really quickly, I'm going to mention, we're going to talk about a book that Laura wrote, and it's called 180 and 120, and she's going to explain what that means.
Well, it's about quick change. So how it used to be that we would do 5-year plans or 1-year plans. A lot of people will be thinking about New Year's resolutions right now. We don't always achieve those goals though, right? Most resolutions don't happen. But what can we do in the next 4 months? What can we do in 120 days? That's a pretty achievable milestone. And so a few years ago, I put my team on that task, and in the book I write about very candidly, and sometimes with some humor, about what we went through to recharge our company, my company, and get some energy back in it, and make it really fun, and set some new goals. And we did this over the summer too, so anyone can do it at any time of year. That's what it's about.
Wonderful. I think the hardest part when you think about doing something like that, like undertaking a big task, like trying to recharge a business, is trying to figure out where to start. What is the first step? How do I get this going? So what are your recommendations?
So before the recession in 2008, Creative Company was doing a lot of long-range planning with companies. And so we followed John Kotter's 8 stages of change. So there's a process that we follow that I write about in the book. And the most important one is probably to just set that vision, make sure everyone on your team is on board to get to that place. And then just move in that direction, and know that along the way there are going to be setbacks and challenges and all the things, right? But in any great story there is.
Yeah.
So and when you have a goal that you want to achieve, that's going to happen along the way too. But how do you push through those moments? So that's what the book's about.
That's amazing.
I love that. It's not about how you fall; it's about how you get back up, right? That's the whole thing.
Every day.
Every day.
Now, you wrote the book. Why do you believe that writing the book is important?
So anytime you write something down, you're more likely to accomplish it. In fact, some studies have shown you're 80 times more likely to accomplish something if you write it down. Now, I'd written lots of things prior to this, plenty of advertisements and press releases and those kinds of things. And I'd written some things personally, but I had not ever written in this way to a business audience. So even in doing that, I created 360 accountability. So I started with my LinkedIn blog, and eventually, over the course of a summer, because I was holding myself accountable to this large group, I had enough content for a book. And I went, wait a minute, you guys, we could do a book. We could do a whole book. And so by the end of that year, we had designed and laid out the book, and got it published on Amazon the following spring. And pretty soon we were selling some books, so it was great.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And in the meanwhile, holding yourself accountable to what you're preaching about.
Exactly, right.
Those short-term goals are great. Turn it around, get it done, but not, looking at the smaller steps versus the huge picture. Sometimes you can achieve these things. Is there something that you feel like you would have needed to know before starting this book that you want to share with people?
Not really. I think just knowing that you have to begin, just take that first step. So if you want to write a book, just begin. Start writing something. Write a page a day. Pretty soon you've got a whole novel at the end of the year, right? So just begin and put it out there somewhere so people can read it and enjoy it.
Let's talk a little bit about post-writing of the book. Here's the book. It's done. And you're starting to sell some things. That's wonderful. And it's on Amazon, all great accomplishments. But what happened to you, and how do you feel, and how does that propel you forward?
Oh, many, many great things happened as a result of just stepping out in faith and bringing in a community of people. I elevated my brand and myself and our story, and I also am very candid and honest in it. So there's a level of transparency that builds trust. So we landed more business. There were more opportunities. I won some awards. It was, and then I kept doing more brave things. So I think that's the point I really want to make, is that you do the first brave thing, and you make that first step, and you do more brave things, and more brave things, and more brave things, and pretty soon, you're living a good life, and you're writing a good story,
Laura, we're about out of time. Just briefly, where can people find the book?
So you can find it on Amazon, or you can find it at 180and120.com. And we can still, we can get it to you within a day or two. It's pretty great. And we're also doing a free Facebook Live event in January.
Fantastic.
Pay
There are
attention to
so
that.
many ways you can speak with Laura and talk to her about her experiences and inspiration. We're at Ultimate Veritas Spa Salon. Again, we're going to talk to them in a moment. This has been Girl Talk. Check us out on Facebook. You might be able to get one of these for free. Thank you, Laura Gallagher, for joining us.
Thanks, Laura.
We'll be right back with more Girl Talk.